Okay, so do you want to do the family set today then?
I really think I need to just walk around and think about this.
You want to walk around and think about it?
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem. Let me just write this down for you real quick.
Okay.
And you said what color handles you want?
I like the pearl.
You like the pearl and you like the dark block or the light block?
The dark, yeah.
Okay, cool. And by the way, just so you know, Marissa, like, you totally don't have to buy this set here today. I was just showing you this set because that's the set you told me you were interested in getting. Mm-hmm. We do have smaller sets and we do have bigger sets. It's really up to you to tell me kind of like what you're looking for. Would it be okay if I showed you the basic set?
Sure.
Sure. And by the way, just so you know, this is a set Cutco doesn't want you to know about. And the reason why Cutco doesn't want you to know about this is because this gives you everything you need in your kitchen. It also saves you a lot of money. Okay? Cool.
I really gotta wait. I mean, Lauren's not here, so I don't know if I can really buy this right now.
It makes total sense. The last thing I want you to do is to make a decision today that would upset her, or to have you do something that you're uncomfortable doing today. Let me ask you this. Did I even show you the trial period yet?
No.
Oh, I didn't show you that? What's actually part of your guarantee, we actually give you 3 weeks to try it out. What we do is we ship it to you, and the really neat thing about this is that we ship it to you for free, and I actually send you an ARS tag from UPS. So the shipping's free both ways. There's literally no risk for you to try out with you and your wife. And we can deliver it to your home or to a business address. Which would be better for you to take delivery on?
Probably home.
Probably your home? So you need to still talk to your spouse.
But I still don't think she would be cool with me spending this amount without her here.
Right. So, okay. Makes total sense. So it sounds like you like it. If you had it, you would use it. You just don't want to spend that much without talking to your spouse, if I'm hearing you right.
Yeah, it's a little more than we're used to. Just
Gotcha.
dropping on her own.
Gotcha. Well, let me ask you this. What do you think she would say if she was here right now? How long have you been together?
Like 2-3 years, somewhere in there.
Okay. Well, keep that in mind. You obviously know her better than I do. Need that. Haven't met her. So, what do you think she would say?
She'd probably use them.
Right. So, again, probably would use them. But can I show you another option that might be a little bit better for you just based on what you're telling me?
Sure.
Cool. And then drop down and then try to close again.
So I've found there's two situations where this comes up where one, someone's like heard of Cutco and they walk up to the booth and like, I love them, but I can never get it. Or like during the demo when you finally show them prices. All right, so why don't we start with your friends at Cutco?
Hooey, son, these are just too expensive. I mean, I get they're good knives, but my friends are bragging about them, but man, I didn't think I was going to come here and spend $1,500 on knives.
That's awesome, man. Well, it sounds like you've heard of our prices before then. That's awesome. High five. That's very cool. But you said your friends have some Cutco, is that right? Mm-hmm. Awesome. Well, very cool. Well, I'm Jonathan, by the way. I'm so sorry I didn't catch your name.
I'm John.
John, nice to meet you, John.
Almost the same.
Great name, man, for sure. Okay. Well, John, can I let you know a little secret?
Okay.
Here's the cool thing. A lot of people that have used Cutco before, they know it's amazing. They know the quality. They know they love it and love to use it every day. However, I think a lot of people in their heads have this idea they have to spend thousands and thousands of dollars to get a whole set of Cutco. And here's the crazy thing. You actually don't. Especially here at the fair, we have discounts anywhere from 10 to 40% off, and we're beating the online and catalog prices. So if you're ever considering Cutco, this is by far the best place you could ever come to get a deal. I mean, let me just ask you this really quick. If you saw some stuff we absolutely loved and we got it at a price point that you felt good about and fit in the budget, with like somewhere between 80 up to like $200 today, would that feel comfortable for you? If you really wanted it.
Maybe.
Maybe? Okay. Well, if you got a couple seconds, do you mind if I show you kind of what we're all about and some of our specials real fast?
All right, shoot.
Awesome.
Oh, son, that is too much for knives. I would never pay that much for knives.
Gotcha. Well, hey, by the way, John, just so you know, the reason I always start here and show everybody these just to show you how good our discounts are compared to our top competitors that are sold in the stores. Actually, based on what you're telling me, I have something that's a little bit smaller that I think would be a really great fit for you because let's be honest, like these two, those are probably like way too big. You probably never even use everything that came in that set, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. Well, based on what you're saying, I think I have something a little smaller, like I said. Do you mind if I just show that to you real quick and get your opinion on it? It's actually our #1 seller.
Shoot.
Awesome. It's actually our 11-piece set. Basically what it comes with is our top 5 best-selling pieces as well as 6 of our everyday table steak knives. That way when you do have friends and family over, you have everything taken care of. And the knives that come in the set are knives that are great whether you use them, whether you cook a little or cook a lot. So whether you cook every day or whether you cook only a couple times a week, they're pieces you're going to need in your kitchen. Too. And the great thing about it is, show them lower price. They don't like steak knives, you know, 5 piece.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk around and just kind of think about it, and I'll be back later.
Oh my God, Steve! I know what that means.
What?
I'm never gonna see you again.
No, it's just we just got here, and so we still want to.
That's what they all say. No, I'm just totally kidding. No, I'm totally kidding. You can relax. No, that's totally fine. I understand. This is kind of a lot all at once, right? Like, I've just shown you a lot. You've stood here. Your beer's almost getting cold. Like, you probably are late for the beer garden. Is that where all your family is?
Yeah, so I'm just trying to catch up to them.
Gotcha. You probably need to go get some sprinkled donuts and other stuff, and
Exactly.
that's what gives you your figure. Yeah. Here's the thing. Like, Steve-O, the thing about Cutco is, like, when we actually go over all of this stuff with customers, and you've spent this much time with me, I want to say thank you, because you could be doing a lot of other stuff here at the State Fair of Texas. It's just that when most customers tell me they want to walk around and think about it, I really never see them again. Now, it's not that they don't have intention to come back and check things out and bring the wife back and all that stuff. It just doesn't really happen. It's all intentions. Like, everybody intends to come back and get their dream knife set, or intends to come back and get their cookware set, but it just doesn't happen. I mean, the wiener dog race is starting in like 5 minutes, and that's going to be a distraction in itself. So, is it okay if I just be really honest with you?
Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, I've been honest this whole time, but
Right.
I'm just going to shoot you real straight. Are you ready?
Ready.
Okay, like, seriously, straight up, like, when people say they need to think about it or they want to walk away and actually come back later, it means one of two things. It either means A, you're just not sure you'd use all the pieces in what I just showed you, or B, you're just not really certain you want to budget that much on knives today. Is it one of those for you?
Yeah, I mean, it's probably just more than I want to spend without like having the wife here.
So it's
and
the
everything.
budget.
Yeah.
Okay, and you want to make sure your wife feels good about the budget as well.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So if it'd be okay with you, because that seems like that's really what the holdup is today, could I just show you a super turbocharged State Fair special before you leave today?
I guess so.
And then I'll do that 5 times without letting her walk away. And by the way, that joke, just to be clear, I was actually commenting the fact that he's gotten skinnier and I was being funnier. I was not saying that he's big, because he's obviously lost a lot of weight. Y'all, that came out the wrong way.
Oh, I just got here. I have to come back around here and wait. I'm actually parked right out here. So
yeah, no worries. Like, since we're in one of the first buildings, we tend to hear that a lot during the day. So because we're like the first place people go through. So like I totally get that, and you can do that, by the way. You can come back later if you want. Just the reality is, like, it is Sunday. It's one of our busiest days, so you might want to come back and get it. And I'm totally slammed, and it would just really suck because I wouldn't be able to take care of you. So honestly, like, since you're here, like, I can tell you really, like, this is a set for you. Like, this is the one you like.
it is.
Okay, cool. So just curious to be like totally frank with you, like, I would love to earn your business, because you can walk away, but like a lot of times I just don't see people back here, and it's not because they don't want to, it's just the fair is freaking huge. There's like 20 different buildings, there's like thousands of people. So if I could just sweeten the deal for you a little bit on this set, would you be open to doing it?
I'd be open to it.
Yeah. Okay, let me see what I can do.
I don't know. I mean, I already have like a really good set of Wusthof.
Are you serious? Oh my goodness. You guys are like our best clients. So the super, yeah. Because here's the thing. You've already invested like great money into wonderful products already. You already understand the value. Here's the cool thing. Like the Wusthof are like the super nice German knives. There's also Shun out there. I don't know if you've heard of them. They're also great at Williams-Sonoma. What's cool is we're actually a Consumer's Digest Best Buy, because we are actually more expensive to make. And actually, we are made for Americans. So we live here in America. Cutco wants to help Americans buy American made. So we are actually less expensive, but we have higher quality materials in our products because we're cutting out the middleman. So you know how you went to Williams-Sonoma, bought the set. You really spent, probably did some research, asked a lot of questions.
Like $1,200. Yeah.
Yeah. And how many pieces are in your set?
Like 6.
Like 6. Yeah. What's crazy, like for the basic size sets, like our complete set has double the pieces and doesn't cost as much as what Wusthof and what Shun costs. For like our basic set, which is double the pieces, we're comparable to stuff like that. So I have a couple questions. Can I show, like, are you happy with your Wusthof? Like, how are they?
Yeah, it's okay. We've had about 10 years, but it has started to kind of dull.
You're starting to have to sharpen it like all the time, right?
My husband sharpened the best I've ever used.
Definitely, yeah. And that's kind of the thing too, that with the other high quality brands, like they're amazing, made of really great stuff, but they're high maintenance, right? And
Is this stuff low maintenance?
Low maintenance. That's why we're made for Americans, because Americans are in a hurry. We're doing a lot of stuff like all the time. We're go, go, go. We're dishwasher safe. which is something because you can't put your Wusthof in the dishwasher, right?
Never. You
Never.
can put these in the dishwasher?
They're dishwasher safe. I've had mine for years, and my mom had these for 20 years. Put them in the dishwasher. They still look brand new.
Well, I already have a whole set of Wusthof. I'm really not looking to get anything. Do you have to buy a whole set?
No. So there's a couple things we can do. So some people like you, if they're all kind of getting dull and are sick of the low maintenance, we can do a set, but we can also show you the complementary pieces to what you've already have. So we've got 2 different things we do for you guys. So.
You know, it sounds good. I think the wife would like it, but I never make decisions like this before I walk around and think about it. So I'm just gonna walk around real quick. I'll be back in like 10 minutes.
Okay, cool. Hey, real quick before you go, let me just write this down for you, just so you have something to think about while you're walking around. And I'm Luke. I'll be your Cutco guy. From now on, it's a little bit nerdy, but everyone calls me Cool Hand Luke. Pretty easy to remember in the future.
Pretty sharp.
Yeah, pretty sharp. Yeah, funny. All right. In a little bit, I'm gonna actually go take a break. And besides, like the Fletcher's Corny Dog, is there like a food that you would like recommend that like I would be missing out on? See, I'm from Arizona, and so every year I just try and see like what the best food is this year. What would you recommend?
I would say the deep fried Oreos, probably the best.
Oh no way! They're already good as they are. I can only imagine. So, real quick, while I have you here. To be completely honest, man, I mean, I've been selling Cutco for about 10 years, and when people walk around to think about it, I just typically never see them again. And it's not that they don't like me or they don't like Cutco. There's just tons of distractions here at the fair, or it's just too long of a walk to make it all the way back to the booth. So, since you're here, do you like this? Would you see yourself using this if you had it?
Oh, yeah, for sure. We'd use everything in there.
Okay. Now, I've been doing this for quite a while, and I'm really motivated to hit my goals for the year, and our team is working towards being the #1 fair team in the country. We're duking it out with the LA County Fair for the #1 spot. And so what that just means is I'm really motivated to earn your business today. And if I were to go like the extra mile and just sweeten the deal a little bit, since you're already here and we already know that you like it, and it just saved us both the hassle of you having to like walk around and think about it. If I just sweeten the deal a little bit, would you consider just doing it right now?
Well, I mean, how sweet are we talking?
Okay. Well, tell me what's a little bit. Tell me what's better for you. Like some extra things on top of it for maybe you, or a gift for the wife to make sure that she likes it a little bit more, or just a better price.
Probably just a lower price. I don't want to use those on me when they come in.
Okay. So can I give you a little bit of a tip right now?
Sure.
In sales, like no matter what anyone ever asks you, if they give you the choice between something for free and a better price, you say both. Okay. So I'm gonna give you one more shot. All right.
Thank you.
So if we're gonna go ahead and do this today, would you rather me go ahead and just throw in a couple extra things as gifts for you or the wife, or would you like me to give you a little bit better price?
I'm gonna go with both.
All right, figuring it out. Okay, so here's what's going on. I actually brought some extra product to the fair just for situations like this because I'm willing to go the extra mile to make you just feel really special. Not to mention, we already talked about the think about it guarantee. You get a whole month to make sure you guys are think about what you're playing with it. If any piece or the set, we can always exchange, return, or upgrade or downgrade, whatever you need. I brought some of these extra pieces over here. So out of all of these, okay, blah, 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 you pick one. Awesome. And then here's the deal. And we got the sales sheets. This is already on a fantastic deal on a special that's exclusive here at the event. And since you already know that you like it, you came to me because you knew you were going to replace knives. You're going to be Husband of the Year award anyway, just for helping out with the cooking. And think about all the cooking your wife does. She's probably going to really appreciate it as well. So since you're already here, if you're cool just doing it right now instead of walking around and thinking about it for something you already know you're going to do, tell you what, I'll go ahead and throw in the gift, like I said, which you'll be able to take home with you today. And if we do this, I just asked that I'm your Cutco guy from now on. Is that fair?
That's fair.
Okay, cool. If you like that and that's cool with you and you can swing it budget-wise, I'll just knock off an extra $100. Is that cool?
Let's do it.
All right.
You really like this one, right?
Yeah, I really love it. It's just it's just a lot of money. So
yeah, I definitely agree. It's an investment for you. I mean, you already have some Cutco, and you know how much you love it, right?
Oh yeah, I love this stuff.
And you'd buy it again if you had to again, right?
If I had to, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be the same thing. You're going to use this for 20, 30, 40 years, And even just coming to the fair today, on parking, on tickets, on just wandering around getting that big soda you got, you're going to spend like half of this anyway.
Right.
And now the extra cool thing, did I show you the investment option?
No, I didn't know that.
Now, this one, because of the price of it, we can actually do that over 2 months. All you have to do is about $80 today. We'll ship it right to the house. You could use it for a full month, and then those charges that extra half. But that way you could use it the whole time. It's not as big of an investment today, so you're not like wasting all your fair funds and your budget.
And what else can I do with this knife?
So this one, and then we just kind of go back into that one for him.
Oh, well, if I'm going to get it, I'm just going to wait and I'm going to get it all.
Oh, hey, yeah. Hey, I totally understand that impulse. It's like a really natural impulse to have. The only thing is, here, can I be honest with you for a second? Cool. So everybody that says that, they end up doing one of two things. They either come back here in a few years. I've been doing this for 7 years and I've seen it so many times. They either come back here in a few years and they'll end up getting it, and they're going to be paying a couple $100 more for it minimum, just because Cutco prices increase with, inflation, cost of manufacturing, everything like that. They just don't get the same deal on it, and they end up spending more money on it. Or they just never really find the right time to get it all, and so they never get it, and they just end up using, junk for the rest of their life and being annoyed with it. So, like, here's the thing. I mean, everybody has a dream car, right? But not everybody has their dream car, right?
Correct.
But everybody's still driving, right?
Correct.
Exactly. So I'm sure you'd agree that, like, having at least a few good pieces would be better than having, like, a whole drawer just of, like, junk, right?
Sure.
Okay, cool. Well, I mean, do you mind if I show you, like, just for grins, like, one of our cooler options that we have for our customers that, like, at least want to get started with Cutco and, like, have their dream set?
I mean, like I said, if I'm going to buy it, I'm going to just buy it all at once.
Right, of course. But basically, here's the thing. What we do is we get you, like, a full, complete set of knives, the stuff that you're going to be using every day. And then Cutco has this cool upgrade program, because whenever you're my customer, you actually get locked into my discounts. So anytime that you upgrade your set, you actually get, like, anywhere between, like, 20 and 40% off. So here's the thing. You can get that dream car right now, and then we can just add in that awesome sound system later. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Well, here, like, out of this set right here, what do you think are, like, the 5 or 6 pieces that you're going to be using all the time?
Probably this one, that one, that one, that one.
Okay, cool. And then you just go into the thing.
I've had my Cutco. I've had it for like a long time. I'm really happy with what I've had.
Yeah.
And I mean, those are cool. I definitely don't need those.
Okay. Now, when you say you don't need those, does that mean that there's something in here that you just don't use that often, or do you think that it's a duplicate of what you already own?
I've been really happy with what I've had.
Okay.
The set I've had this set for a long time. I've never felt like I needed more knives.
Okay. So I have a quick question for you. So when you say that you already have one of these in the straight edge, okay, which is probably this one here, right? But the thing is, you got to remember that when you're looking at Cutco, there's a variety of knives that need to be used for the right tools, for the right task. And the reason why I'm showing you this knife here is because you told me that this one here you use for meat at home. And the thing is that you're probably noticing that this one's going dull right away. And what I'm trying to do is just help you so that you're using the right tools for the right purpose. And the thing is to actually help this knife from going dull is that you are going to love this one. Now, the reason why I recommend that one over this one is because we want to make sure that you're only using this for fruits and vegetables and not meat. Now, when you say that I don't need it, the thing is that you might not think that you need it, but actually you really, really, really need it in your kitchen because it's actually going to help with the problem that you're having with this one going dull. Okay. And it's the same thing with this. You were talking to me about how your tomatoes are being squished.
Right.
And the thing is, the reason why your knife is squishing the tomato is because you don't have the right purpose or the right tool for it. And the thing is that this right here is the perfect tool that's going to help you with your tomatoes. See, the holes alleviate pressure in here so that whenever you cut, it doesn't stick. But the thing that's nice is you don't have to saw with that knife. All you have to do is drag it across that and it'll cut your tomatoes smoothly.
Never really felt the need like I was missing out. I mean, I can kind of see where those two would be nice.
Okay.
So do we have a special on like just the two of those?
You can definitely buy these 2 pieces. Now, just so you know, I know you really like these 2 pieces and I know that you're going to use them every day in your kitchen because it's something that's going to help with the other pieces that you have. So how about this? If you buy these 2 items here, what I'll do is I'll give you a free gadget or I'll give you a smaller knife that you can get for free for just purchasing those 2 here at the show.
Okay.
Cool.
Now that you're getting this, I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't tell you this. But literally, if you pick out one more item here on the table, you get an even bigger discount.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, my wife, she was looking at the catalog, and there was, I think it was like this
Bird
guy.
tree. Perfect.
This is a passion of mine. Objection is just problem solving. And as a business owner, as a DM, a lot of what I do, even as a coordinator, is problem solving. And so once you understand that objections really is just a process of clarifying those problems, empathizing, offer solutions, ask again, we kind of talk about the objection cycle. Like I think we sort of, it's almost like cliche, where we're not really diving into the fact that this is literally something that's holding these people back from getting what they want or need and holding us back from actually accomplishing our goals. So for me, I'll just say for my part that I'm always trying to figure out what's a real objection. And for me, I always say that they go into one of three categories. It's either too much money, it's not the right package, or it's just general comfort. Okay, and I think you guys probably know what I mean by that. So, we do talk about smokescreen objections, but there's absolutely technique in knowing how to go through the process of answering their specific objection, but keep in mind that there is a root cause to that, and it's almost always money, package, or just general comfort. And so that's where rapport, that's where third-party stories, that's where the reassurance close that Curtis, really brought to our team helps with the general comfort. That's where price positioning, that's where sometimes finding, the limits of their budget dropping down. That's where promoting payments or the longevity help with prices. And for packages, that's where sometimes just taking ownership of the process and even acknowledging that, hey, you don't have to buy this set. That one caught your eye, so I was telling you about it. But honestly, that's probably my bad. I'm just showing you the wrong thing. Can I take one more crack just for fun, just for the heck of it? Give me a shot. Can I show you this package here? Because honestly, I think this is way closer to what you're asking for. Okay? So I think once we really honor that and acknowledge that, it makes a big difference. Last thing I was going to say, anytime we're in a training situation, I always encourage the managers that I've built up. You always want to think about like a Venn diagram. Sometimes when we have multiple things like this where the objections come up, you hear some of the same lines over and over again. So after a while, it just starts to run together and you're like, oh yeah, I need to walk around and think about it. Oh yeah, spouse stall. Oh yeah, and some of those run together. For me, I go the exact opposite. When you think about that Venn diagram where those answers start to cross over, those are like your best lines. So when you go back and utilize this training resource, and for people watching it now, don't take that as, oh, it's just the same thing over and over again. Oh, no. That means that they have packaged that specific objection in just a masterful way, and then they've gotten down to that root. And where you see that crossover in those repeated lines, a lot of times that's the best stuff that you need to make sure is top of mind, and so that way you can really offer that service to clients.